daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2 too? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Ugh, those guys. They might make a scene if they see me again.
Something special about Class 2 too?
Well, yeah. Koda's in Tutu, and she was Mikoshiba-sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking about, by the way. Are you saying she was favored over the others?
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of experience by the time we joined. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikoshiba-sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow, sounds like a model instructor.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way.
Oh?
Mikoshiba-sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad. He was doing it because he cared, I think.
Hey, wasn't Mikoshiba-sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main contribution.
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too.
That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba-sensei stopped coming, the guys in Tutu were all like,
Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikoshiba-sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
yeah, people like to gossip, but as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up.
Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
It's writing on her hand. It wasn't some random insult.
Are we about done here?
Last thing. Where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
No. Everyone's usually here by now.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, and I think that about does it. Back to work for the both of us, huh?
New info has been added to your case file. The missing teacher's murder, person of interest updated. So we've got Hiro Mikoshiba, accused of being the primary bully of Toshiro while at Serio High. After finishing college, he returned to his alma mater for the first time in 4 years to become a teacher. We've already read that. Read this too. Yokosawa, English teacher at Serio High. She became a faculty member there before Toshiro committed suicide. She was supervising Mikoshiba, who had returned to Serio to become a teacher. And then we got Mami Koda, member of class 2-2 at Serio High. She was once a member of the basketball club, but as the only beginner in the club, she ended up getting a great deal of negative attention from Mikoshiba, a basketball club alum. Because of this, Koda was being bullied by her fellow club members. Okay. I thought that was that dude then. You know, the bell end one. But he has ginger hair. Let's do a side quest for now.
Yagami-san.
Oh, Yagami-san, thank you for coming. Yep, outside counsellor for the MRC at your service.
Yagami-san.
And congrats on that, Yagami-san. Definitely better than being on Sis's bad side. She must have really laid it into you. She was all worked up the day before, ranting about busting that pervert.
So.
Yeah, I almost ended up on the front page of the papers as some kind of high school creeper thanks to her.
I'm sorry.
I ought to apologise for that. So, Amasawa, you wanted to talk to me about something. Yes, there's a rather nasty rumour going around, and we were hoping you could help us with the investigation.
Well,
As a matter of fact, there's possibility that the sugar baby incident is actually related to this rumour. I suppose I ought to do my duty as an advisor. Better hear Amasawa talk about this urban legend.
Yagami-san.
Okay, somewhat recently a large number of Ajincho teens have begun engaging in illicit behaviour. All these delinquency issues are flying under the radar without any authority figures catching wise so far, which is surprising considering they really run the gamut. Shoplifting, smoking, sugar babies, street racing, gambling, phone scams. Even more surprisingly, many of these cases are otherwise reputable students who decide to break bad out of the blue, almost simultaneously. That is rather strange. The most intriguing part of the rumour, though, is that a single individual has enabled this criminal activity.
Huh?
You mean there's a mastermind behind it all or something? Yeah, like a kingpin. At least in effect, if the rumour is accurate, someone is leading these students down a dark path. Word is getting to the point that the sole person appears to be the entire source of all this delinquency.
Oh.
Sounds almost like some kind of urban legend. Apparently, the Seirio High students refer to him as the Professor. I like to believe it's a reference to Sherlock Holmes' greatest nemesis, Professor James Moriarty. I remember that film, that was a good one. He masterminded all sorts of criminal acts throughout London. In his debut story, he referred to as the Neapolitan of crime.
In other words,
But perhaps it would be more accurate to refer to our own professor as the Napoleon of delinquency.
So, to sum it up...
This is fascinating stuff, but you said it's all just rumour so far, right? Well, the recurring themes in these rumours are specific enough to make me think there's something to them.
well,
Apparently there's a secret website run by the professor that only Seirio students can access. I've identified some students who admit they know of the site, but they're not exactly opening up to me any further. A secret website, what's it supposed to be? Some kind of message on board. I've always heard those wind up turning into bits of anonymous hate, nothing but places for bullies to get their kicks.
yes.
Likewise, however, there's apparently a unique feature on the professor's website that's gotten the students' attention? What kind of unique feature? Well, when the students write posts stating their desire for something, it sounds like the professor appears and grants their wishes. So he's like a dark web kind of... What would you call it? It's like a dark... Obviously it's not dark web, but where someone wants to get something done, they'll go to him and he'll do it for them.
Unbelievable.
Grant wishes, that's absurd.
No.
May I remind you, this is only a rumour, but I imagine if some of the wishes are for answers on tests, a way to make easy money or to get revenge on certain individuals. Okay, this is starting to sound a little more like a case than an urban legend. But it's still awful hard to swallow.
Yes.
Yes, but it sounds dangerous enough to merit investigation. Considering the hooligans that the professor seems to surround himself with, this is someone no high schooler should turn to for assistance.
I see.
Oh, he's got hooligans? That complicates things.
Hey,
What's a hooligan? It's like a... it's a street thug, basically. Someone that's an older gangster that is part of a gang, and they will fuck with you if you fuck with them, or they'll just fuck with you to either steal money from you, commit very disgusting acts on you, or they're just mentally fucked. The kind of punk who pulls scams and runs shady businesses, and you've got that as well. Sort of like Yakuza, but without any of the rules or discipline. They can be a lot worse to deal with. Anti-gang laws don't apply to them, so they're hard to sweep up. More and more of them are popping up ever since the Tojo and the Omi disbanded.
right.
Wow, I had no idea.
Well,
On a related note, I've heard that the dance club's sugar baby nearly got caught up in a dangerous situation, but some large vulgar men suddenly appeared and offered her protection. Apparently they were sent to serve as her enforcers. I'm surprised you know what they're called. I read a lot of books, yeah, I can tell. At any rate, considering the range of criminal activity we've already discussed, I imagine the hypothetical operation in Ejincho would be quite a lucrative one.
if I were to guess,
If you were to guess. In fact, it could very well be lucrative enough for someone to decide it's worth capitalizing on, perhaps with the use of a mysterious frontman. Okay, so all the talk about the professor might just be a smokescreen to let those thugs run their schemes. That actually sounds more plausible.
yes.
You see now, from the right perspective, this urban legend actually appears rather mundane. Amasawa, I think I've got a solid grasp of the situation. Do you need anything new from me, or should I just keep at it with the dance club for now?
Yes.
No, please just continue your efforts. Thank you. In the meantime, I'll keep after the professor rumors and sniff out anything useful. I know you already have your hands full, but depending on what I hear, we may need you to infiltrate other communities as well. Sure, just let me know when you need me. Oh, by the way, there's an app I recommend you download if you're going to be getting more involved. What is it? It's a scheduling system for tracking your activities and responsibilities. It seems popular amongst teachers who are also club advisors. I imagine it'll do you some good considering your increasing involvement in school life. School diary. So that says Amasawa said that she wanted to talk to me about a case that's potentially even worse than the sugar baby incident. Guess I'll pop in when I have some time. There where you press the back button. Okay, intro text. Kyoko Amasawa is the head and sole active member of the Mystery Research Club, MRC. She is a prominent active member of the Seiryo High community, for better or worse. And then we've got... they're not ambassadors, they're people that run the club. So, Seiryo High Mystery Research Club, then you've got Kyoko and Kento, both Amasawa, because they're related. And pursues underground site, the Professor. So that's one of the... Okay, this is another one. Intro text. The Seiryo Rabbits are led by Sayaka Nishishi, Nishizono, team captain and club president. They practice hard every day and strive to uphold their credo. Dance like nobody's watching. School stories. Seiryo High has become a playground for all sort of shady activity of late. At the behest of Kyoko Amasawa, president of the MRC, Yagami looks into these matters and forms bonds with the students along the way. These investigations are known as school stories. As Yagami infiltrates different communities and leaves a positive impact on the students, his leadership will grow. This will help him see each school story through to the
Now that
end.
you mention it.
By the way, Yagami-san, I heard from the chairman that you have a lawyer's license. Yeah, although I'm not practicing anymore. What about it?
No.
Oh, nothing. It's just the thought of almost accusing a lawyer of being a voyeur gives me the shivers. You did what you thought was the right thing. Think I could sue for defamation? Please don't. So I'm assuming if we wanted to go, let's upgrade some skills first. So increases attack damage. Gain 50% more SP after battle. We have got... how much? We've got 5,000 SP. So we're going to use that. And... let's go with that one. Boost attack as well. Got 300 SP left. We haven't got anything else we can do. So investigate the professor. Continue continue the dance club investigation. Okay, we're gonna go right back and do these for now. get the side missions done. Methinks.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, what are you up to?
Yagami-san.
Can we not do anything yet about it? So I don't think you can actually... Can we do the side missions yet?
Yagami-san.
Okay, I think we have to do the main mission first, guys. Maybe it'll, like she said, she did say, to be fair, that she did say, to be fair, that to do the main mission and to come back when obviously she's got more info, but with it coming up I thought it would have fast forwarded that. So we are gonna go straight to the main mission. Shame we can't pin these. Strange, nobody from the basketball club came to practice. I have a feeling something's wrong. Let's try and find Coda first. Gonna go in here to get this, what is it? Exquisite screw. And then we got two school story missions, which we can't do yet. So the people involved got Kyoko, Kento, and the professor. Kyoko, third year and president of Serio High's MRC, spotted the hidden cameras I installed, set up a trap of her own, caught me in it. A mystery enthusiast and sharp as a tack to boot. Then we got Kento. Kyoko Amasawa's younger brother, second year at Serio and a black belt in karate. Has a caring soul to match his kind face, as his presence in the MRC is more for security than genuine interest. He joined to keep his sister out of serious trouble, considering her penchant for sticking a nose in other people's business. And then the professor, rumoured to serve as Serio High's concierge to juvenile delinquency, runs a secret underground website where students post their desires in the hope that the professor will lend a hand, I should say. Word on the street is the professor's got some hired hands, but it's not known for sure whether or not this is just a rumour. And then this quest, the Professor Urban legend whose name is whispered throughout Serio High, and the number one target of Kyoko, president of the MRC. She called the Professor the Napoleon of juvenile delinquency. Apparently this character grants students their wishes, even if it would result in them getting involved in shady activities. There are even rumours that thugs are involved in the Professor's workings. As the outside counsellor for the MRC, I'm going to be helping Amasawa out with any investigations we deem worthy of pursuing. You're back.
You okay?
Yeah. And then Serio High Dance Club. So Sayaka Nishizona, second year student and captain of Serio High's dance club. Without their advisor helping, she's having a tough time coming up with a routine for their next meet. And the description says, I'm hanging around the dance club at the request of Kyoko, president of Serio High's Mystery Research Club, or MRC. She heard a rumour about a girl in the dance club working as a sugar baby who's in trouble. Apparently this dancer burns her clients by taking payment then disappearing before rendering services. It turns out one of her clients was a real piece of work, who's threatening all sorts of awful things if he finds the girl. That's why I have to find her first. Okay. So I can't actually find the main quest. So we're just gonna check everywhere for now.
You spacing out on me?
We found it.
Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah, think about us for a second. Who has to pick up all the grunt work when you're gone?
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about selfish, am I right?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Is that all you know how to say? You think we're letting us
How many
stuck up
beatings
bitch
do
like
these
you give
kids
orders?
need, man?
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms.
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency, and your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now, though. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week, so be on your best behavior.
We better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that.
Hahaha. Bunch of pussies, mate.
Oh, and break a leg out there. Hot soup.
Bunch of pussies, mate.
Not very nice, are they? You alright?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Miyashiba. He started training as a teacher here pretty recently, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hanging around strangers?
Why are you asking me?
The basketball club members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close, at least at practice.
They said that?
Maybe her relationship with Miko Shiba is a memory she'd rather forget.
Well, I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. It's cool. I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it? I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed. Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop, that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you. Thank you so much for that. Today was eye-opening. I never realized, I never thought about how horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did? Is that what made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball on a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool. In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up. I tried. I wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down. But today, I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koto-san. Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. Some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you just gotta let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting. You can play. It doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you...
See, I think she's strong as well because she's constantly putting up with this amount of shit every time she goes to school. And, you know, yeah, okay, Yagami obviously is very strong, but for her to still be going to school, to still be wanting to carry on, even though that's what she's coming to every day, she's got to really think about who's strong.
You wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take. And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
So, the MRC, you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know. Anything at all. For example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Very cool, man.
Oh,
Very
Mr.
cool.
Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around? They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
Well, detective, I think they have a lead for you. Hey, you're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help.
I don't trust you.
That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh, turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us, so... Will you at least hear us out? Matsune and the rest are just upstairs. Please, be a nice guy. We're really sorry.
Okay. See
I
where this is
still don't
going?
trust her.
How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais into this too?
Wow, you don't even know us and you're throwing out accusations like that?
I know you inside
How are
out,
we
Pop.
supposed to become upstanding
You're a
citizens
scum.
with teachers like this? It's just not fair.
So that's a pretty pathetic trap, but maybe they really can give me some info about Moki or Mokishiba.
Fine. I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really? Awesome.
And once again, if it is a trap, we'll be the Ross again. And again. And again. And again. Until they finally learn some fucking sense. But if they're retarded enough to take 3 beatings and still be the same way they are, they're lacking intelligence, mate. As I fucking bump into everything on the way up the stairs, but you know, at least I don't try and act like a hard guy when I back up my fucking words. Just like this game, man.
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
He's got something. He's recording it. Bet you.
So many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Leomon.
Yokohama Lyuma? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, I've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Leomon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
Ooh,
Get it?
knuckle dusters, eh?
From now on, if you even lay a
And
finger
some
on
weapons.
us, you offend the Yokohama Leomon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in here, Yagami-san?
So how about it?
Oh,
You know
we're
how
gonna
to
beat
say
them
you're
up as well.
sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah?
Bring her on.
How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's a gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Huh?
You wanna
Want to see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down. Fuck him up.
I'm gonna fuck you up big time, bro. Time to rise your fucking brain out the window, mate. Time to fly. Yeah, we got this shit, bro.
Let's go.
Okay. Cheap shot, bitch. Another cheap shot, bitch. Anyone else? Okay. Take two of you out. You keep taking cheap shots, bruh. Anyone else?
My eyes.
You cheap snake, mate.
Can't see? Got you now! No, you don't!
Why are we running, bro? The fuck are you doing, man? Why?
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach.
My eyes are burning, at least my vision's finally coming back. Ah, that's why he had to escape. Because he couldn't see anything. Okay, that's fair.
You guys go look for him and tell me when you find him. I'll go for a smoke.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. All smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around, and the coolest.
Ah, well. All for my adorable little underlings.
I guess punks smoke at school these days too. Thought that was a thing of the past. Anyway, I need to ask Matsu and the other guys about Mikoshiba, so I'll catch them off guard this time. Defeat these punks again, main story. Yeah, that's exactly how I'm feeling too. Do we jump down? Ah, we have to go up. Okay, that's fair. The skill Verge of Death Wounded Tiger has been unlocked. Learn how to use it from the skills app in the pause menu. Awesome. How much have we got? We have 1,000, I think. Yeah, we have about 1,000. Okay. Music appreciation? Why not? Shame we couldn't just... If you didn't do that cheap shot where you throw fucking powder in someone's eyes, then... Mate, you'd all be on the ground like you did last time. Do we go down? Yeah, we go down the pipe. Okay.
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
Yes, mate.
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked.
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell? Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down!
We'll see, won't we?
Don't give me that smug look.
Come on!
Carrying a knife, you little faggot. Take you out. How are you? Come on. That was a cheap shot, mate. On the ground you go. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
He's too good at this, man.
Hey, you mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ah, my shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Gutted, you little
Tell me
bitch.
everything you know about Mikoshiba. After all, you guys were pretty close, right?
Well, we have cooked us some karma, guys.
Sensei
That's fantastic.
Basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more for all of us. That made it obvious real quick. Koda was our weakest link.
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then.
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the first years got sick of her eventually. Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, you call that unity. Real classy.
Real pussy. Oh, look.
Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported her missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it? Some kind of crime of passion?
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Nope. I'll pass.
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide. And Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid. I don't think he ever really got past that. He'd get all depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Oh, yeah. I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
This isn't enough to prove Miko Shiba was a bully, but Sawa-sensei did seem less than convincing with me.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So, as far as I knew, Miko Shiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
What did she really think about Miko Shiba? I'll have to press her on it.
Can't we beat them up again? I was enjoying that. Right. So we go down here. Oh, stop jumping and running into buildings, mate. Mate, I swear you literally backed up into me, man. Right. Okay. So I would go to the first floor for now. No, we want to go to the second floor, actually. Do you want to see if we can do any side quests? Sorry, my bad. Right, so that's the main mission. Try going down there. Wandering High School. I'm lost again. I just want to get to the classroom on the third floor. The second floor has 2 lines on the hallway wall. Third floor has 3. Just stay calm. Piss take. Right, we're in the gymnasium, we don't want to be here. That's the floor we want. Okay, so it's on the first floor. Keep a note of that. Okay, can we do any side mission?
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, what are you up to? Still can't do any side quests, no? Okay.
Hi there. Has Sawa-sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they may have some visitors.
Gotcha. Thanks.
A visitor for Sawa-sensei. Maybe she'll be busy for a good while. There is that photo I wanted to peek at earlier. This may not be my finest hour, but it could still make for a useful clue. So Sawa-sensei had suspected Miko Shiba was a bully. Maybe she wasn't being honest with me before.
What the? Hey.
A laptop, I can't go through that without permission.
What the?
Attendance book for class 2-2, that's right. She's their homeroom teacher.
Hey.
I can see part of a photo of a male Serio High student. I'm sorry to do this, but
Suspicious.
never seen this face before. At least it's not Hiro Miko Shiba. Is this Ihara's son, the boy who killed himself 4 years ago? Odd for a teacher to have a picture of a single random student on her desk. I can't confirm his identity right now, though I should look for Sawa-sensei. She should be in the chairman's office. That's me.
Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Miko Shiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Miko Shiba-kun as well.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Miko Shiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? Then it's just as I feared.
Okay. That's another chapter completed.
Two months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikashiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikashiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikashiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
Chapter 3, two sides of the same coin. This article might be about Miko Shiba, but it's not reporting the identity of the corpse. Does that mean the police are still withholding information? Their interview with Sawa Sensei seems to be taking an awful long time.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
And you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So, it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Are the police keeping Ihara's connection under wraps while they investigate this murder?
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ihara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ihara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then, was it really Ihara-san?
A court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get, but he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type. I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart, or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Koda-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ihara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ihara's son, like he's just another statistic. He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Right. I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Isazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Something like that.
Okay. Let's get our skills up again. Alright. So... Crane's Hidden Arts Level 1 temporarily increases your attack speed after evading an enemy attack. Knockout Throw, gain the chance to stun enemies on square throws. Grab enemies with circle, then press square. Let's go with that one. And we have a special one. Go with that one. Okay. Happy days. Unable to progress. What does that mean? Does it mean that we can't do it yet? Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to find out what this exactly means. So we've got school stories, unable to progress. Okay, so someone put on Reddit, any way to tell when you can actually progress in the school stories. And someone's put, if you go to the school stories menu and select the specific club, it should say continue the investigation, which indicates you can now go back. Some clubs have a delay between completing each mission, like the skater club, but otherwise this is indicate the mission can proceed. Okay, so that's what someone has said. I can't really see any proper advice yet of anything else, so that's what we're going to go for. The fact that we have to complete some of the main mission before we are able to do these. Okay. So, at least we know somewhat of what to do now, kind of. Why the fuck did you jump from the stairs, pal?
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Heard the stop of our bar crawl, that's what. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sukiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind of system trouble.
Computer crash or something?
Don't know. Something about a fuzzy searcher going haywire. I pretty much tuned it out, man. Anyway, you gonna come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
You what? God damn it, man, you are killing me today.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, and I ought to come be your backup. Where we headed?
Come on, you think I need a drunk co-pilot? Knock one back for me, though.
Hey, I better not find out you two got it on. Don't do this to me, Doc.
I still have plenty of time before our meetup. Maybe I should drop by Tsukumo's place. Tetsuyokomo 99. Alright. So I'm kind of getting the vibe at the minute, could be wrong, but I am getting the vibe at the minute that, without running into Paul's pal, I'm looking too much at the map. I'm getting the vibe at the minute that this is going to be centered mainly around the school.
Really, guys? And stay down.
Trying to get that coin, guys. There's one back this way too.
Really, guys?
Some more easy XP. Love it. Rising cloud vortex. Attack enemies while getting back up from the ground. Let's get a gold coin or silver coin to get to 2,000 points. Hey, there we go.
Yagamishi, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
Live. You can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice Skenda Law bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah, and its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact, the motive for this murder may even be revenge. Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done, I'm afraid. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial ever surfaced. He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
No mistaking it, that's the same person as the photo of Sawa-sensei's desk.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Serio to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of news hardly makes a ripple online.
Yeah, I doubt it would.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
System for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of hyperbole. But it does come pretty close. Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger zones within a specific area. The city itself, to be exact.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. I basically cobbled it together out of pre-existing tech. Yagamishi, do you remember when I used my chatter search program for you not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was a real trip. Pretty much hacked Chatter to see an entire social network at a glance.
Yep, and this system I've developed is a souped-up version of that. Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still... how about you just try it out? We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only the trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it's still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you going to use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher comes into play.
Buzz researcher?
Consider the glut of trends and terms strewn across social media. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to trouble beneath the surface. So, when the system picks up one of these words and we rush over to save the day, the hope is our reputation will flourish as a result.
Damn, that's some pretty intense marketing you've got going.
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. Though the system's got a long way to go by my standards. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have this baby running in top form.
So you wanted me as your guinea pig all along.
You sure cracked that case quick. Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone. May I do the honors?
Go right ahead.
And that should do it. Here you are.
Okay, let's see here. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
How do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagami-shi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. And let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful. Can't always be glued to your phone, right?
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sounds, making them easier to hear from farther away.
A sound collector, huh? I could use this to pick up cries for help, or even eavesdrop all over town.
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities, you'll be a trouble terminator.
Just like I've always wanted.
Noise.
Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI. I'll show you soon enough.
Looking forward to that.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go straight to whatever this is.
And stay down. Really, guys? What a waste.
You've already got skill points again, guys. The chatter about hearing arachnid man's groans around here, I think. I just need to figure out what's up with the groans coming from above. Some guy is twerking on the left for some reason. Looks like the gadget Tsukumo gave me will come in handy.
I can hear it.
I'm gonna fall that came from somewhere above me. What's that? Is that a person? I'm about to fall, I can't hold on. Not good, I need to help him now. I can't make it. Hey, you okay? Who are you? Why are you here? I saw you from below, I came to help you. I'm saved. How did I ever let my hand slip? Well, thanks so much. Come on, what's all the commotion? What's going
Please.
on? Oh, are you a resident here? Listen, could you call for help? Don't tell me you're the arachnid man. Wait, but there are two of you. Oh no, I'm gonna fall.
Excuse me.
It's a bit dangerous out here, so would you mind if we came or come inside? Sure. Phew, that was close. Thanks for letting us in, Mom. What the hell? Why were you two out there so high up? I'm Takayuki Yagami, a detective. A detective, yes. You see, as I was walking along, I saw this person was about to fall and... Okay. My apologies for causing a scene. My name is Shinotaro Tamai. And I'm Yutori Okachimachi.
By the way.
Well, Tamai-san, what in the world were you doing out there? Oh, well, that would be... Actually, I was bird watching on the roof, and I just took a wrong step. You were bird watching? Yeah, because the thing is, I heard there was a rare bird living around here. A rare bird? Which one would that be? A swallow. A swallow? So you think swallows are common? Well, I'll have you know it's a white one. It's a white one that spawned from a spontaneous mutation. I found someone talking about it on social media, so I came here right away. The arachnid man does bird watching. Something's off about this. Well, that's weird. Swallows are migratory birds. Shouldn't they be overseas right now to pass the winter? Granted, this is from the internet, but the swallows who pass the winter in Japan are usually in the western regions. Seems like they'd be pretty rare here in the Kanto region. Yes, that's right. They're very rare here, which is exactly why I wanted to see one. Okay, I see. Are you a resident? Are you a resident of this apartment building? You're not, are you? Just a minute ago you said someone was talking about this bird on social media, so you ran over here. Very impressive, Mr. Detective. You're a sharp one. This apartment has an auto lock, so how did you get in? Well, that's... And the door to the roof is locked most of the time, and yet you managed to get up there. Well, that's because I did the same as you, Mr. Detective. I climbed up the wall of the apartment. You climbed up just... You climbed up just to do some bird watching. Yeah, I love birds so much. So that arachnid man everyone's talking about, is that you? Yes, it does seem there are lots of rumours about me. I just want to birdwatch from high places, but none of the buildings in the city allow non-residents inside. That's why I've been climbing the walls recently. So the so-called arachnid man was just a nerdy bird lover. This still doesn't make any sense, pretty suspicious. You didn't think to get help from the residents. You didn't think to yell and get help from the residents inside. What? Yeah, I guess I could have done that. I didn't think of that. Pretty suspicious. Even though this is fishy as hell, it's not like I have any. It's not like I have any evidence. If I don't have evidence, I should back down, but at times like these, it sometimes helps to just observe.
And stay down. Really, guys?
So what observation mode are we looking for?
Tough to hear.
Observe Tamai carefully. Okay, give me a second, guys. Because it's not coming up with anything to investigate.
Tough to hear.
I didn't see it. What's this? Based on the shape, that's woman's underwear. That means he's a creepy fuck. Could I ask you something? Was there something else, Mr. Detective? What's that in your back pocket there? Well, that's...
This is,
I know what these are. Well, know what they are. Those are panties. Ooh, those... Could those be yours, Okachimachi-san? I knew some of my best panties had gone missing.
I see.
So it appears you fell when you were stealing panties. Anyway, I'm calling the police. You arsehole. Not so fast. I'm gonna be the next Professor Panty and I won't be caught here by the likes of you. Fine, no choice but to use force then.
Let's go.
Creepy fuck. Damn it, but I was going to be the next Professor Panty. I know all about Professor Panty, I caught him myself. What? You took him down? Even when I had him cornered, that pervert didn't even try to hide his creepiness. In fact, he was proud. He even brandished the damn panties at me, asking if I wanted to partake of the banquet with him. He was brave to the end. Honestly, you pale in comparison to Professor Panty. You'll never measure up to him. Come on, let's go. And he gets taken away. Excuse me, thank you for getting that panty thief.
No.
I'm just happy to help. You said you were a detective, right? Yes, I typically work around Kamurocho, but lately I've been taking on work around Ejincho too. I'm currently working out a detective agency called Yokohama 99. Feel free to contact me if you're ever in trouble, okay? So you're going around helping people while also promoting your business. Smart. I get it. Well, next time there's someone I know in trouble, I'll make sure they find their way to you. Great, thanks. Another case closed for now. Another panty thief case, no less. EX Waking Wrath. Channel all your strength when knocked down to turn the tables on an enemy. Press triangle near an enemy while you're knocked down. Okay.
Great.
You motherfucker.
Really, guys?
And straight at me with a flying punch, mate.
And stay down.
Handle the heat solo. Taunt a downed enemy to charge the X gauge. Working better than a normal taunt. And then press R1 and press the left analog stick down near downed enemy.
Why is this always Really, guys?
Yagamishi, how was your first outing?
Not bad. I handled the problem and name-dropped you guys, so all in a day's work.
Awesome. Sounds like the system's working gangbusters. By the way, if you'd like a little pro tip, you can enter keywords on your own, independent of any post.
Why would I do that?
Say you pick up a rumor in town, or hear someone drop a dubious phrase. Putting that into our keyword database will help refine the results algorithm. And thus, the program becomes more effective. In layman's terms, the more you enter new data, the more my program can learn.
Gotcha. So this thing can hone its street smarts along with me.
Correct. Do make use of the system often, if you could.
Buzz Researcher acquiring keywords. The keywords used in the keyword filter can be acquired from conversations with people in the city, chatter posts. Upon discovering a searchable keyword acquired will pop up. Try opening up Buzz Researcher and use the keyword filter. Trouble may be brewing as you read this.
I know this is a lot, but one last thing. We've also got a bulletin board for case requests. A good number of them are somewhat beyond our current capacity. So if you ever feel like it, maybe you can pick them up.
Hey, never hurts to have more income. I'll take a look sometime.
And then we got side cases, a detective's bread and butter. Side cases earn you money, SP, and items in exchange for investigating someone's problem. You can accept new side quests by checking the bulletin boards at the Yagami Detective Agency and Yokohama 99. New side quests or new side cases may also open up unexpectedly as you explore the city. It's almost time to meet with Sawa Sensei. She said the place is on Isazaki Road. Photo op Sensei vibrates right before photo op. During photo missions, adds the corresponding ability. And if these are available yet. Okay guys, so on that note, I'm going to leave the apartment first. Let's see how the job's looking right now. The Forbidden Taste. Have you heard of the phantom ramen stall that suddenly appears on the late night streets of Yokohama? I'm a ramen researcher who's travelled across the globe, slurping many a delicious noodle. But I have yet to eat at a phantom stall. They say the ramen there has a captivating flavour that can't be found anywhere else, and is made with a forbidden broth. As such, I've decided to eat the ramen there no matter what. Will you help me find the phantom stall? I'll be waiting for you at Mengwu with more details. The Forbidden Taste, start investigation. Okay, that's that one. Okay, so so we are gonna come off now, guys. We have played about 4 hours of this, even though it's gone quite quick. Like I said, you know, for me personally, I can't see me getting anywhere near finished with this game just yet, because it's taken nearly 4 hours to do, I think, 2 main side or main quests, should I say. We've done a couple side quests, but it's either going to be putting all the main missions as big main missions and then doing all the side quests around that, or it is just going to be the long side of the game. So we will find that out in time, whenever we do. We have gotten to 15% out of 100. Long way to go yet, but we have got a silver rank apparently. We've boosted quite a bit of skills. Obviously the special skills are the lower skill points, so the quicker we do them, then we can move on to the bigger ones. But chat request. We have another case list there. We're gonna check that in a bit. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave it there, and I will see you in the next walkthrough. Peace out.